It says what I'm going through. It's not the outcome. And if you think that your situation ain't going to change, you're right. You still going to be in the same situation. If you think your children are not going to get any better, you are correct. For the Bible, you have what you say.
Right.
All right.
That's what they call shit. But the enemy wants to wear you out.
Yes,
I got 3 kids. How many got children here? You know what I'm talking about. 1 minute you think you're down together. 1 minute you think they acting all right. Then bam, they acting a fool. But yeah, parents, you sit down and say, "Well, man, I'm doing good. Come on, all I see is smiling faces." All of a sudden, MJ doing good, and Gabby doing good, and all of a sudden now Bree hiding progress reports. I say, what the hell is going on up in here? So by the time you look at one, you got one trying to sneak something in. But how many know that you can't be so tired that you don't know what's going on in your house? Because that's the time the niggas are trying to slip something in on you. So I told my wife, I say, MJ, he'll just do it. He don't hide it. Daddy's one just do it. She don't hide it. But I say, bring the quiet one. That's the one you gotta watch. Because she watching you trying to make a move. But I tell her I'm 5 steps ahead of you, baby. I know they got not come out. Children can leave home when they 17. I told Brianna, try it, baby. You'll have a one-way ticket out and you won't come back. Children trying to threaten their parents because their parents are trying to discipline them. Talk about you keep on, I'll leave. Leave, nigga. My light bill will go down. Leave, nigga. My food bill will go down. Leave, nigga. I can have some peace. Bye, baby, bye. It's a trick of the enemy to try to wear the parents down because it'll make you afraid to discipline them. Lord, I don't want to drive them in the streets. So it'll cause the children to rise up and walk through the house with an attitude. But I say the devil is alive. There will be no children in 1607 running me, baby. Children sitting in church with their chest stuck out. I got a 1-800 number. Call it, Negro, call it. I'll dial the number. Call it. God told me, say, parents, take authority in your house. Stand up and be the parents that God has called you to be. You might have to cry, but keep tearing them up. It might hurt you, but keep doing it. You don't hear what I'm saying. It hurts me to whoop MJ, but I understand that he's going to become a man one day. I don't whoop my child. I don't whoop him. But the word of God says, the rod, and it's sitting about a pamphlet from a 5-step program from a counselor that done had abortions, that don't have no children, but you going to them to tell you how to raise. But while the parents are saying, I'm not going to give up on my children. God, I'm going to plant my feet and I'm going to stick it on through with them. No, it might make me cry, but I'm going to stick it to them. No, I'm not going to let them get the best of me. That's why I told Brother, I'm not your friend. Don't you get it twisted. I ain't your friend. Because when you be your children's friend, they cross the line. What up, man? Yeah. run me. You ain't on my level. Keep running. Sometimes I tell Breeze, some of the two wrong people in here. And then the time that we're trying to take over your conversation. They'll finish the conversation. Come on. He'll tell start and he'll finish it. And I have to tell the child, son. Y'all ain't got no children like that. Y'all. But sometimes we are tempted to give up on people when we think that they're not going to change. How many of you got loved ones that you've been praying for? And it's like the more you pray, the more they cook the food, the more you declare over their life, the more they go the opposite direction. All your kids folks saved. Everybody in your household, come on, is living for God. Everybody in your family is preaching. But we all got some folk that's determined I'm going to go the wrong way. So then the devil will tempt you and say they ain't never going to change.
That's it.
And how many know it'll weigh heavy on your heart? Lord, the more I do, it seems like the more they go the other way. The more I pray for mama, the more she cut up. The more I pray for uncle, the more he act up.
That's it. Right.
Or situations that have not changed for many years. How many got some situations that you've been dealing with more than a year, 6 months, 2 years? And so the enemy will make you feel like it ain't gonna change. Well, I brought them to the altar and it seemed like they kept cutting the food. But how many know, people of God, we cannot stop. Come on, the people of God in now day and time, you got to have a backbone that is faith. Come on, because it ain't gonna be easy. I'm sorry if you think your children gonna hear you the first time and get it, you are sadly mistaken. It's gonna take every bit of God in you to reel them to the church. And it's gonna take every bit of God to keep them in there. So you know, when you die, you ain't a good parent. You don't know what you're doing. How many have experienced that? Here, you don't know what you're doing. But you have to let your faith. Now this woman has suffered for 12 years with bleeding. Number one, had been to too many doctors, which means that she was filled with a lot of opinions. Tell you, neighbor, that's why when you're going through, you can't be filled with everybody's opinion. Because everybody's faith is not where your faith is at. Come on. When you're going through with your children, you need somebody to step up and say, hey, they gonna be all right. Keep praying for them. Come on. The prayers that you prayed are not in vain. Come on. You don't need people talking about, yeah, they acting just like old June. Yeah, they acting like old Aunt Nancy. You don't need people around you like that. When you're going through with your children, I need some people to pray me through. Not for you people that don't believe in praying for nobody else's children, because yours are doing pretty good right now. But you keep living, because the truth be told, you got some little chunkies in your house that you just cover for. That's why I told my wife, I thank God that we don't make fun of nobody else's children going through. Because I got 2 children of my own. So it keeps me humble. And I begin to pray because I don't know what life holds down the road. And I thank the Lord for my parents, because it taught me that, number one, I don't cover for my children. I love